Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and day 23, which is the final day in my July Junk Journal challenge for 2025. So it's last, lucky last. The prompt for today is book page. I've got a book that had this dedication written in the front cover, dated 1945. which makes it 80 years old. And then there's this funny little inscription which says it's made in conformity with the authorised economy standards. That sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? Today I'm going to make a double page mixed media spread. I'm going to use that double page there, and I'm going to collage completely over the top of both those pages with pieces of book page. So in amongst them there is illustrations, title pages, chapter headings, just all sorts of things that I've torn off various book pages that I just want to use to cover up that entire surface. Got a question for you all. Are we going to come back next year and do this again? I think we might. And the good news is, if you haven't finished, you've got 12 months till the next one starts to get it done. Or you just put it on the back burner. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody who has been playing along with me. I've really enjoyed seeing all your work, seeing your comments, which has been fantastic. And because Gail was so kind as to give my channel a shout out, I've got many more friends. So thank you, Gail. I'm very, very appreciative of that. As you can see, I'm just going ahead and covering my pages up with the pieces of book page. Some big pieces and some not so big pieces. I love all the different colours of the paper, and some of them have got stamps on them and dates and all sorts of stuff. So up at the top there, where underneath Elizabeth Cox, what that says, and it's in Dutch, I think, it says when your days are numbered. So that's the title of the book. And there's another word that gets put on there, voorjaar, and that means spring. It came from the same book. When I finish this one off, I have to get my book back together again. So I've been working on making a replacement cover, but I still want to add in the original cover, the watercolour painting that I used. So that'll still be there. I love this piece. It's got all those speckles, age spots I call them. I'm not sure what it is. I asked my friend and she said, oh, looks like silverfish have been all over it. And I was like, oh, lovely. But I don't think that's what it is. It's just something to do with what's in the paper and the print and age, exposure to air maybe. So this is that word I was mentioning before, voorjaar. That was one of the chapter titles. So I will be doing a flip through of my journal in a couple of days' time, once I get it back into one piece again. Won't be far away. I've got an exciting project that I'm not allowed to say anything about, or I don't think I can, for August. So one day in August I'm part of a collaboration, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also making a book. It's called The Abundance Journal. Have any of you heard of Kate Thompson? I found her on Pinterest and I just loved the style of her work, and she was showing a book. Oh, it's so beautiful and grungy and tactile, and it's just absolutely gorgeous with all these different techniques in it. It just really appealed to me, so I bought the course and I'm going to be working on that. Yeah, so that's something else that we can look forward to having a look at together. Now, I want the honest truth about this. Can you tell me what you thought about the prompts? What was your favourite? Was there any that you didn't like? Just let me know in the comments. I had a list of about 200 to choose from, and I deliberately picked some that were made me feel a little bit uncomfortable in a way, and some that I knew I really had to think about what to do with them. Overall, I enjoyed the prompts myself, but I'm really interested in what you thought of them. One of my favourite spreads that I did during the month was the old person. I really loved that one, and it was so simple to do. I do love doing mixed media, I have to admit that. So this page that I'm doing now will be mixed media. So after I get my collage done, I'm going to get a stencil out, and then I'm going to get some texture paste and put a bit of texture around the page. And I'm just going to add a few little bits more of collaging in there before I do that. I've chosen this letters and numbers stencil. I have a bit of a problem with my texture paste. It's about 5 years old and it's gone a bit gummy in the jar. The lid has always been kept on it and kept on it tight. But I think if you're not going to use a lot of a particular product, don't buy a big container of it unless you know you're going to use it. I don't have a lot that I'm going to have to throw away, but I do have to throw some of this away, so it's a bit of a waste, isn't it? So I'd be better off buying a smaller container of it, even though you pay more in the long run when you do that, but it's better than, to me, it's better than throwing it away. I'm going to apply this in various places on the page. I'll dry it off and then I'm going to come back in with some watercolours and just add a few touches of colour here and there. And here is the finished page. I really love this. I love, yeah, when your days are numbered. I love when purple and green are close together. They make a beautiful colour combination, but if you mix them together you get horrible murky brown. So this is my book page, and I have various pieces taken from several books, collaged over the 2 pages. Then I've used texture paste and a stencil and watercolour to finish it off. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it has given you some ideas of what to do for this prompt. And thank you very much for watching. I shall see you in a couple of days' time for a flip through of my completed and reconstructed junk journal. So have fun in your crafting room. Happy creating. Hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo!